Welcome back, Modified Crew, to yet another episode of the $2,200 FRS build. I am your daily driver, Mark Herman, and today we're going on an adventure. I need to get myself a hood for this FRS, and I do not want to pay a lot of money. So we do what we do in Southern California, which everybody has used parts, and we hit up OfferUp to get the best deal. I'm on my way out so we can see where we can get the best price, and hopefully we come back with not paying a lot of money and a nice hood. Hopefully the same color as ours because nobody wants to pay to get it painted. Let's go ahead and get it. Oh yeah, and beyond that, we also need to find out why my car doesn't run good. It runs, but not so good, so we're gonna go and figure that out today as well. So stay tuned, we're gonna get started right now after this sweet intro. Guys, just finished picking up the hood for the FRS, super stoked. It was a great buy, 200 bucks. Had to drive out to Costa Mesa to pick it up, but very happy. And the cool thing about flipping or restoring a small car like an FRS is you could throw the hood right in the back of the car. So that was awesome. I almost didn't think it was gonna fit and I didn't want to strap it to the top of the car, so that worked out. But really happy because the hoods were really expensive from what I was seeing. So, you know, when you're not in a rush to flip the vehicle, one of the beneficial things is you can hold out for the good buys. You know, a stock hood like this in good shape is selling around $500-600 bucks online, or, you know, major, you know, salvage yards and things like that. And I held out for one on Craigslist, the exact color that I needed for 200 bucks. So super happy. When I get home, I'm gonna bolt it on, but it'll probably be dark, so I'll be doing it tomorrow. See you later. All right, it's the next day. I got the hood. Let's go ahead and install it. This one was bent, it's tweaked, like right here, as you could tell, it was marked by the inspectors. So anyways, it collapsed right in the crumple zone where it's supposed to, but bending it back to make it flush with the rest of the body is posing to be a problem. So we did go out and buy one, got a great deal, 200 bucks. And this is gonna be the one piece that makes the rest of the body lines come together, because with this hood being bent upwards, the gap up here just looks horrible. And basically it just it makes it look, you know, those type of little details add up to make a car look more like a salvaged car instead of just a normal everyday car when you're doing repairs. So when you could replace body panels at a reasonable cost, definitely go for it. But sometimes it's not in the cards, and I get that, but for me it was important to do so, especially with this piece. Like, we did repair the bumper, but if I get a good deal on another bumper, you better believe I'm gonna buy it, especially if it's only a couple $100 bucks. But you know, the real eyesore and the biggest problem was the hood. So let's go and install it now. All right, guys, we got the hood on. Well, I got the hood on, but you guys are along for the ride. So we got the hood on, and body lines are pretty great. Pretty happy with it. I do have to change the headlights eventually, so I'm gonna go with some aftermarket ones. So if any other adjustments need to go on, I'll go ahead and do that at the time that I have the bumper off, so I can take the fenders off and stuff like that. So overall, I'm super happy. It was a smart purchase. I'm really happy with the hood, because it's hard to tell if the body lines are off because of, you know, the car being in an accident, or if, you know, the hood was in bad shape. And this one was in bad shape. I knew that, but you know, you can't tell exactly how off the body lines are unless you have the hood, because it squares everything off. It brings the fenders and the front bumper all together. So that's kind of a vital piece. You can move the fenders to meet the hood, the front bumper, but when it comes to having the hood in there, that's what brings it all together, and that's when you get the big picture of where your body lines stand. And overall, the car looks straight. I'm super happy with my purchase, and the $200 hood was a great buy, and I found it on Craigslist nonetheless. I've been using OfferUp and Craigslist, and you know, OfferUp gives you alerts and Craigslist don't. So I got lazy and I found this one, been listed 11 days ago, and the dude still had it. So I got it for 200 bucks and am thrilled. So the next thing we need to do is I'm gonna go ahead and look at ways to clean the fuel system or inspect the fuel system. Well, actually I'm gonna block off the sound generator tube and see if we still have the intake problem or the lean problem. Then I'm gonna inspect the fuel system, but I'm still running towards the intake issue. So we'll go ahead and do that next. All right guys, so I'm trying to figure out this lean issue of why it's running lean. I did see that, so I made my own smoke machine off of YouTube. These are like 100 bucks to buy, but I made mine for like 10 to 15 bucks. So if you are having a lean issue and you think there's an intake leak, great source. You guys could check that out on YouTube. But anyway, so I made it, I hooked it up and everything like that. I obviously had smoke coming out of the intake system. You could block this off if you want, but I also found that there's smoke coming out of the intake sound. I guess it's a sound generator. So I'm gonna go ahead and block that off and see if that changes my running lean issue. If not, the car did sit for a while. So, you know, the other thing is the injectors might be clogged, but I would think that that would cause a cylinder misfire. Also, these injectors are pressurized to 3,000 PSI. I don't see how something could obstruct the injectors, all of them, to that extent. So I still think it's an intake leak, but I'm gonna go ahead and block that off, and then hopefully that'll resolve our issue. If not, then I'm either gonna check out the fuel system, and if I have no luck there, then I'm gonna have to take it to a professional. But this is a budget builder. I'm trying to save every last dime I can. And also, you know, with it not being road legal, getting it to the mechanic or something like that with more adequate tools might pose a risky situation. So I'd rather avoid that if at all possible. But this is one of the things. Excellent trick. Can save you some money, especially if you think there's a leak and you just can't find it. Something like this is really going to be beneficial. And that's what they're going to use, just a professional version of that in a shop. So I'll keep you guys posted. All right guys, I apologize ahead of time. Right now I just lost the footage to me actually using the smoke machine and, you know, pursuing it to find what's going on. However, I don't know where the footage went because computers, am I right? So basically what had happened is I went ahead and blocked off the sound generator tube, which puts the sound into the cabin from the intake, however it does it. And it didn't really change much. It improved it, but I don't think it's the main issue anymore. With that being said, really I'm running out of ideas, and the only thing I'm leaving off with is the fuel system. Okay, so with the fuel system sitting for as long as it did, the fuel is very old. So we're gonna go ahead and try to change that out, but I'm running out of time. It's getting dark, stuff like that. So that's gonna have to be on the next episode. I'm gonna have to cut it short here. But I do want to say I appreciate you guys coming along with me on the ride of the $2,200 FRS build. This is the first mini, and this is not where it's going to end. I just want to say that I appreciate you guys. It's getting towards the end of the year, and you know, this is something that I really enjoy doing with you and for you. And you know, your feedback always, you know, means a lot to me. So feel free to leave me a like, comment, or subscribe if you like what we're doing here, and it's only going to go up from here. So stay tuned, and I will see you on the next one.